Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Okay, so purse bids took place in Mexico City for Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte for the WBC World Heavyweight Championship. Frank Warren won the purse bid. Arguably the person that most people didn't think was going to win did. Frank Warren. Now, I put out on social media today that I thought the winning purse bid should be around $50 million. Some people were laughing, saying that, no, it won't, it'll be around about $25 million. Well, Frank Warren won the purse bid at $41 million. Frank Warren won the purse bid at $41 million. Quite where he got that money from, who knows? We'll have a chat about that in a second. But Eddie Hearn bid $32 million. So Frank Warren outbid Eddie Hearn by $9 million. Now, based on the current split, 80-20 in favour of Tyson Fury currently, of course, that will give him a career high payday, $32.8 million. Now, I said to people a long time ago, if he fights Dillian Whyte, that would be the biggest fight of his career financially. Well, there you go. $32.8 million to Tyson Fury. Thank you very much. $8.2 million to Dillian Whyte. So those of you who said that Dillian Whyte should just accept the $5 million, really? Do you really think that he should have done? Now, how to look at this one? Firstly, this will be a Frank Warren show, which means Eddie Hearn will not be involved whatsoever. So where did Frank Warren get $41 million from? Because he ain't got it. I'm pretty sure he hasn't. If you look at Public House, I wouldn't have thought so. BT Sport, they're on the verge of being bought out by DAZN. So where's he getting this money from? Could it be a mix of Bob Arum? Because Bob Arum, okay, he's got ESPN in America, and yes, he's Tyson Fury's US promoter, but he has an exclusive deal with Sky Sports here in the UK. That would have been a bit of an uncomfortable situation for him to say to Frank Warren, you're not having the show, it's going on BT Sport. It's going on Sky Sports. So maybe he's chipped in with Frank Warren. This is probably going to be a dual promotion, but with Frank Warren's name first, of course. So these are the kind of things that would happen. I don't know if Boxer and Sky Sports placed a bid. I don't know if Triller placed a bid. I couldn't tell you any of that kind of stuff. But this means that Tyson Fury is going to have his home show. That's exactly what it is that he would have wanted had it went to this situation. This is probably the one thing that Dillian Whyte didn't want to happen, was Frank Warren being head of the table. Frank Warren, he's got a little bit of a history of making the away fighter literally feel like the away fighter. He really does. But either way, I mean, you have to say congratulations to Frank Warren. If you were Dillian Whyte, surely you've got to be a little bit pissed off about it, because Eddie Hearn's been doing all this talk and how we're going to bid aggressively. I said, and quite a few other people said, it needs to be a high number. $32 million for this size fight is not a big number. It really isn't. But ultimately, in some ways, it's forced the hand of someone like Frank Warren and anybody else to really up their bid to make sure Eddie Hearn don't get it. Ultimately, that pays off for Dillian Whyte to get more money. Now, what would happen in the event of the arbitrator ruling that Dillian Whyte should get more than the 20%? Well, this means that Frank Warren is going to be a little bit more out of pocket. That's what that means, because while it's $41 million, $32.8 million, that could have been the agreed fee with Tyson Fury. So whatever happens now, Tyson Fury has to get $32.8 million if that's what he agreed with Frank Warren beforehand. But that $8.2 million goes up. Frank Warren's going to have to shell that out on top of whatever it is here. I'm hearing that the WBC may have to chip in as well. Anyway, currently, that's how it stands. Tyson Fury will get $32.8 million and Dillian Whyte will get $8.2 million. So again, let me say it again. For those of you who said that Dillian Whyte should be accepting $5 million, are you sure about that? But ultimately, will Dillian Whyte be working on a Matchroom show again? Would he be angry with Eddie Hearn? I imagine he probably would. All that talk and no bluster, really. Yes, $32 million is a lot of money. Of course it's a lot of money. But that was never going to win this fight. Ever. And most people who had any kind of common sense could have told Eddie Hearn that. Was this all just a thing with Eddie Hearn just to say, Okay, let's force everybody else to up the bid. Therefore, Dillian Whyte gets more money. Maybe, but now Dillian Whyte's going to have to put up with Frank Warren. That's not good, is it? Anyway, when will this fight take place? Ideally, you're looking at kind of April time if they're going to be using the Principality Stadium in Cardiff, Wales. Because obviously with that $41 million, he's going to want to make that money back. I'm sure Bob Arum is on the sidelines there as well. I'm sure that he has helped out Frank Warren. Hey, maybe MTK or Probellum or something have helped out Frank Warren as well. But they're going to have to put it in the stadium, which means they're going to need a little bit more time. March the 26th isn't really going to be enough time to build this fight, is it? To make sure that there's literally a full capacity of 75,000 people in that stadium. Have to wait and see, won't we? Anyway, drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you on next video.